now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another quarterly meeting of Carrington Ke Charche with two stupid people who love to watch United and then hate the results. But we are back again. This is gonna be a very quick preview of the game. But before we start talking about the Southampton game this week, which hopefully we win, please. But let's quickly wrap up the last two horror weeks, especially the last one versus Liverpool. But before you say something, let me ask this. Okay, I know we are all sad because we lost to Liverpool, but like Liverpool,
I'm ready to
City,
get
Arsenal.
cancelled. It was a dead even game. I think it was a dead even
No,
game.
no. But my question is, we are losing to these teams every year, 5-0, 6-0 from last 3, 4 years. And then within 3 months, we're like, it's Liverpool, we have to win.
We have
How?
to win.
With the same player, same manager. Like,
I
why
think
are we expecting?
the only thing which compares to how stupid the ownership and management team has been at United is like the fans. They've been, I think, I don't blame them because they are the victims, but the victim and the perpetrator both are showing same kind of madness. To be very
Yeah,
honest, bro,
yeah.
it's insane. And you know what? People who are running these channels, I like kudos to their livelihood, but they know what they're doing. They are
Yeah.
user emotion researchers. They are not content creators. They know
Leeches.
how to push up
Leeches.
buttons. Yeah, they know how to monetize your emotion in the negative. They know how to monetize your emotion in the positive. And if nothing is happening, they know how to create
They create a
emotion.
negative.
Create
It's
the
the AFTV model, basically, right? What Don
it's the
Coffey started.
AFTV model, Hannah. So we know that. When I was watching the match, this was just simple. They have clinical forwards. We don't have clinical forwards. They
Yeah.
have
We have the highest chance
played
created.
together in the consistent system. They can pass around corners without looking at each other. They can rondo. Basic, like, what? Tell me who skinned who? Who nutmegged who? Who 360? Nothing. Who put a McGiddy turn on? Nobody twisted
Yeah.
up nobody.
There
It
was
was
no Ronaldinho flying on the pitch and
yeah, and there was no
Zidane
like,
just
oh,
like,
Salah is unplayable or like Diaz is unplayable. It was just that, bro, they were clinical. You were not clinical. Our
yeah.
Onana's positioning, Lisandro Martinez switching off, Casemiro. I have never seen a player give up, bro, in the middle of a Premier League fixture in game three of the season. Like he
How
gave up.
bad.
He was mentally absolutely cooked. And we saw it in the 25th minute, bro. And all fans are just sitting there cringing, ki, bro. This man for 20 more. He doesn't have the balls, bro. Take that. That man is cooked. Take him off. And also,
Yeah.
bro, Ten Hag is so stubborn. Like when you know it's been that kind of day, you had your chances, you were not clinical. They had their chance, they were clinical. You know how the story ends. Just show
Mhm.
up. Do not concede. Go home with your integrity, bro. No, we will get slapped
Yeah.
up in front of our fans.
That stubbornness is not going to work in Premier League. That's the
I
thing. He
think
needs
bro,
to learn.
मेरे को थोड़ा सा I'm getting the feeling now he's starting to get really out of his depth because you know
Hmm.
but I'm not saying he's shit or anything, bro. It's a hard job. It's like going and being like in the highest levels of any job. Let's say if you are engineer like in our industry, right? To go and work for the highest, most prestigious firm or company as a CEO or CTO, it's not going
Yeah.
to be an easy gig. The hit rate of those positions are very low. Most of those people get fired because for under. So it's not an easy job. But I feel like he's now in that delusion where it's like I have it all. It's my I know it will eventually work. It will eventually work. But I see very slow signals for it working. That's the thing. And the thing is that this it's still so noisy, right? Like we have so many new players. All
Yeah.
it's like every when you change every part of a car, is it even the same car? No, it's not. Let me fuck you philosophy.
That's
No,
the
it's
thing.
not the same car.
We need to stop this. And it's we have not stopped this.
Bro,
We
can
a
you see
decade.
the oh
We are
Arsenal
Manchester
thought
United.
Maresca came in day three, we saw a play style. What was their play style? Being Chelsea of last season again. That was their play style. Slapping up one team 6-0 every fucking 15 weeks and then immediately losing or drawing the next match. That Chelsea, yeah. Same as fucking Chelsea. I actually think their play style is worse than Pochettino, and we'll see. Same to Arne Slot. Look at the squad continuity, bro. They didn't have to buy anybody.
That's just
People are like, oh,
insane.
Liverpool is not spending. They don't need to. Why would you spend money?
Even though their best players are 33 and
And
31.
tell me, let's see who the best players that are there who left, who went in the transfer market. Remove the Mbappe and all. Would you buy Joao Neves if you were Liverpool? Would you buy Euro if you were? Yeah, maybe you'd buy Euro, but you
For the
don't need
future,
that
yeah.
for this season. This season, you don't need Euro,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
They don't need even Jota is the most clinical striker.
and he's
Diaz
their like
can
fourth option
run
right
like
now, Jota. Is the
yeah.
fourth option, right? Nunez, 90 million, fifth option of
Yeah,
the bench,
yeah.
right? People like Curtis Jones, Bektic, matlab, they are just like options, he options. Like they have, look at their midfield, bro, like
Oh,
Gravenberg.
Gravenbort. He's
And
coming into
people are
his
like,
own
bro, he
now.
was so average last season. Bro, amongst young midfielders in the Prem, he was pretty fucking good. He cooked us also, yaar.
Yeah, no, that's good, but let's not talk about Liverpool. Okay, they're
But what
good.
I'm saying is, अब गेम 3 में of course I'm dejected, but
Hmm.
there's no time to judge. 15 गेम होने दो, देखो, और अगर 15 गेम के बाद नहीं है ब्रो, किसी को कोई गिल्ट नहीं होगा टू बी लाइक ब्रो फक ऑफ.
We are at
दैट्स
the same position we were in his first season when he lost to Brentford and Brighton, right? The
एक बात
emotions
बता,
were super
तब
low
भी
at that.
तब भी इरप्शन, मतलब देयर इज अ सीरियस
Yeah,
प्रॉब्लम इन दिस फैन बेस वेयर
yeah, yeah, of course.
we are so insecure ourselves that the first person that comes along and says, bro, your manager is shit, we're like, yeah, he's shit, bald. Bro, it's so immature, bro. These people have no maturity. Bald fraud, trash fraud. It's
These
like,
people, we are these
no,
people,
but no,
and
what I'm trying to
hopefully
say
these
is,
people will watch us.
when you're
But
doing a match along and you're like, man,
yeah,
fuck this shit, bro, you should have
yeah,
finished it. Or like, man, what are you doing, man? You're trash. That's different. To
yeah.
continue with the name calling, to die on those hills. Oh, the Scott McTominay is shit hill. Bro, he's the 75th percentile player we've had in the last 10 years in our club. ठीक है? Fred
That's
is
a
shit.
huge debate there, but
So,
yeah,
no, what
yeah,
I'm saying
I
is
see what
it's
you're saying.
just a madness out there. Now, वो सब हमने हटा दिया. Now, my true assessment is progress is there in play
Yeah,
style. It's
somewhat.
it's needs to be faster, which I think with the injuries coming back and some key players coming back, new players integrating into the squad. But new players are very hard to integrate if you don't have squad continuity already. United, whenever at its peak, they would bring in like 3 players every season, 3 really good players, and usually 1 or 2 of them would struggle in the first season. Like people like Veron, people like Forlan,
Yeah,
like, all right. So squad continuity में नए player integrate करना easy है. स्क्वाड में तुम रिप्लेस कर रहे हो नए प्लेयर्स, लिटरली.
yeah. एक साथ पूरा
फर्स्ट
midfield,
टीम, पांच पांच
whole
प्लेयर,
defense.
whole defense, right? So
हाँ,
and you can even say, bro, Onana का भी क्या है? Like he is a little bit more familiar, but he played with a completely different back line like last season, right?
yeah.
I think we have to wait till game 12, and the thing is, it's the perfect run of games. You're getting two gimmies in Southampton and Barnsley, and then you
Yeah,
like, bro, okay, now let's see what do you do against Tottenham,
you
what do you
have the
do against
chance to
Aston
build the
Villa,
moment. Yeah.
right? So the league is giving you the gimme. They give you a very easy first match. They're again after Liverpool giving you, bro. Come on, like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's no easy match in Premier League, but you have like
yeah, we've played like,
less tougher. Let's say we can call that. Yeah, less tougher.
right. And what I'm saying is like he has the two gimmies. If he gets
Hmm.
cooked in these two gimmies, it's the beginning of the end. Honest,
Yeah.
honest.
Then in the
But even
back,
if he wins
he's
these,
just rubbing his hands.
even if he wins these, it's like, yeah, fair enough. Now you have some momentum. Now show what you can do in the next 6 games. So
Yeah.
10th game, 12th game, I'm just looking and I'm like, bro, where are you at? If it's not good enough, I'm like, bro,
Hmm.
what? Either we lower our expectations, because the thing is, bro, you can't keep changing everybody every season. Maybe it is more prudent, ki, bro. Let us get the basics. Like it's like, think of it as a modular system, right? Let's get fitness, let's get intensity, let's get pressing, let's get yeah, build up in, let's say, the final third, and then you can be like, okay, now we have this foundation, now we can let him go at the end of the season, bring in a new manager who can coach the possession, the defensive shapes, the inversion of the fullbacks, like it's
We
the
already done that, right? We already have
ड्रेस
basically
तो
changed
अच्छा
the
लगा मेरे को
whole
काफी.
backroom stuff. Yeah.
हाँ, और मेरे को एलिमेंट्स अच्छे लग रहे टेन हाग के, जस्ट दैट ब्रो, मेरे को नहीं पता कि एनहा टेन हाग इज शिट और एवरीबॉडी इज शिट, दैट द प्रोग्रेस इज सो स्लो. बिकॉज मेरे को तू कैसे बोल सकता है ब्रो, इट्स लाइक दिस, आई गो टू अ ड्रम like I'm trying to learn drumming, right? I'd go to the coach. He teaches me the technique. I don't get the technique the first time. Okay, he teaches me again, second time. Third time, I get it. He's like, okay, now do it fourth time and do it a fifth time. I do it the fourth time, I do the fifth time. I'm like, okay, I'm getting this technique. The reason I'm getting the technique is because concentrating like crazy. Now,
Yeah.
as soon as I come home, I'm lax with it. Now I'm
Mhm.
trying, the technique is not there. I go back again to that dude. He's like, bro, because you're not practicing enough. You're not
Practice.
concentrating.
Exactly.
When you are executing, you are not concentrating. So it's
Mhm.
like, and वही difference होता है, bro. तू have you done a disguised pass in soccer, right? You
Yeah.
can be like, bro, the player is literally 5 feet from me here. I
Mhm.
can try to disguise that part, but if my concentration is not on my foot and my the pass goes astray,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, how can you miss that pass? It's like, bro, I was
Yeah.
99% there. But that last
Sometimes you're gonna tap in. Tap in,
you're
you're just
tap
looking
in.
and
You have
then
to
you just
slow it down and full concentrate and be like, forget the hurry, implement the technique. That's where I think these players fall short because it's a mixed bag of players. There's a lot of young players. There's a lot of players like Garnacho who are who think they should be at Real Madrid in 3 years, right? Who
yeah.
think they are one of the craftiest forwards in the league. And I'm like, no, you're a 8 goal, 8 assist winger if given like 38 games. The, the
Yeah, because I mean that's again a different debate because he's not
no,
getting that
it's
support.
it's
Like
it's not because the thing is we have
he's
these are
not
the limits.
finisher.
Hmm?
That's the thing. We've had the most number of chances created this season. I mean,
And
only
they
three
still,
games in. And that's the thing. The Bruno keeps doing it. Like he creates the
bro, we
chances, but
had
there's no
XG
finisher.
of 2.5 plus in Fulham. We had XG of I think 2 plus in Brighton. We had XG of 1.7 or something in Liverpool. Okay, you are right. It's just the clinical forward, which is why I'm saying I don't know if it's Ten Hag or it's like the players. Like, bro, it's pure to me, pure lapse of concentration. How do you explain that Martinez switching off moment on लुइस डियाज? सरप्राइज है? तुम्हें पूरे टाइम कुक कर रहा है, तुम्हें पता है वो फ्लोट करता है, तुम्हें पता है अगर साला वाइड है तो उनका एक फॉरवर्ड आके उस हाफ स्पेस में फ्लोट करेगा उस डिकॉइलिंग, तुम्हें
Maybe it's
पता
his
है।
emotion because he's also like, sometimes it's a big game, it's against
ब्रो,
Liverpool. You want to
क्या मैटर
show
करता है?
the
देन वॉट एवर द रीजन इज, यू कैन
intelligence.
कलर द पूप येलो और यू कैन कलर द पूप ब्राउन, जस्ट इट्स स्टिल पूप, राइट ब्रो? तो मेरे
Yeah.
को दिमाग खराब ये हो जाता है कि अब मैं उस टेनहाग को जाके क्या बोलूं? ही लाइक, ब्रो, मैंने तो डिटेल में प्लान दिया, ठीक है, आई इम्प्रूव माई कम्युनिकेशन, मे बी आई मेक द प्लान्स लेस कॉम्प्लेक्स, बट आई डोंट थिंक द फॉल्ट्स
Change
इन
the executors, right? Then change the you're again Rashford. We coming back
दैट्स
to
एनी स्टूपिड ना,
14
रैशफोर्ड
months.
खिलाया जा
Yeah.
रहा है।
You
हाँ,
keep starting that guy. It's not like अभी उसने खराब खेलना चालू किया like last three
इट्स
games.
बीन
No,
लाइक
it's the whole last season.
18 months of like
Yeah.
I think Rashford is, unless we.
I think we've digressed from the match preview here,
So
but
this
yeah,
is my
that's
thing.
the thing. Yeah.
I'm not about this ki bro, the whole agenda is Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out. This is my
Yeah.
balance. I'll see for 10 more games. We have enough different
Mhm.
variety of opponents. We'll have cup competitions, we'll have good opponents, we'll
Yeah.
have shit opponents, we'll have mediocre opponents. So we'll know exactly what's what. The only
Yep.
risk is he might not be able to make improvements fast enough because the variables are too variable. Like they're too new and they're too variable. But I also think Ineos has the strategy ki bro, fuck all this media bullshit and fan pressure. Let's see
Mhm.
out our bets and then evaluate, let's say at the end of the year. Or they'll have contingency. Bro, if you
That's
lose
good.
like 10 out of 15, then you
Mhm.
have to go because
Of course.
psychologically your squad will never come back from that.
Yeah, yeah. But as you said, like the fixture run next few games is on his side. So let's
Let's
hope
get into that. Yep.
positive outcomes. But let's talk about the game next week. Let me quickly share my screen so we can talk about it. Make sure I'm sharing the
Wasn't
right
this
one.
supposed to be a 10-minute video?
Yeah, but
This is the life of a United fan, bro. You just cannot
exactly.
stop ranting.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
You
can you
can
see
say
the right
more.
screen?
Sorry?
Can you see the right screen?
Carrington FC?
Yes.
Carrington Churches, sorry, KC?
Yep. FC.
FC. Sorry, bro, I've had a long day. मैंने कहा फक
No.
का जैसा क्यों लग रहा है? फकर।
Okay, so let's talk about our starting lineup. Who let's talk, let's go position to position, okay? Okay, I don't think there's any choice in the keeper slot. We have our that goal. You see that the game machine who just goes like shing. like this. Yeah,
But
but
at
here
like
it
one
takes.
fourth the sleeves, like how that machine doesn't bend their knees, so neither does Onana.
I don't know like why he has like the like yeah he can't like just
Bro,
jump off the ground. Don't just
don't
like
start with me, bro. Just
he's like pivot. He's like pivoting on the field.
where Onana, move the fuck on, bro. Don't do not start with me, bro. That dude triggered me.
Okay,
At
here's your
the
favorite
thing is,
guy.
he was when you downloaded FC 24, right? The season
Yeah.
he transferred with for us. He was even shit in FC 24. He had the same glitch that FIFA had to patch that he has in real life, where if you just shoot at him, he just like jumps and the ball just goes underneath. Okay, but whatever. This is who we are starting.
Okay.
I personally would be like, bro,
Bro,
the next cup match or something, just switch him and like just see what happens. But yeah, this
Mahendra is 26. He's not a young keeper. He's
oh,
20,
so he's a young and upcoming prospect like Lingard
like Rashford. Yeah.
or Deli Ali.
Fuck. But
Okay,
okay, let's talk about right back. Who do you have
so
on
I
the right?
think right
So
back,
we have
Luke
two
Shaw,
options,
Luke Shaw
Dalot
is young.
and Mazraoui.
It's basically Mazraoui right back, or Dalo left back.
So you have Mazraoui on the right back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's talk about the two center backs. I guess this is kind of straightforward because we have all
I think
everyone's fit.
because we don't have Euro, it is straightforward. But I think Martinez has not been good, bro. On the ball, he's been okay.
Team.
No. On the ball, he's not been Martinez level, okay. And
Mm.
off the ball, he's been, I think, below Martinez level, which again, below Martinez is okay off the ball and excellent
Yeah.
on the ball.
But he takes few games. If you remember that first season, the Brentford and
Yeah,
Brighton, he
completely
takes
fine
like
with that. And I think he's been showing good form in Copa also, which is why I'm
Argentina.
okay. But I also think, bro, we need to put some respect on Harry Maguire's name.
Hmm.
I think abhi ke liye to they are all in the same shit bucket. Like, I mean, I saw
Hmm.
delay in the matches that, okay, one or two, like his dueling is great, but bro,
Yeah.
positionally, he's looked weirdly sus. Like, he's got that Onana essence, but in center back positioning.
He
So
was he was good for United. I thought against Liverpool he was decent. But did you
but bro,
see
his positioning from when you see on the time to time, you'll be like, yo, why is he so wide in the wide channel and leaving like a 2-on-1 on our other center back or
because he's also suffering
frustrating?
from the same issue, right? The midfield is like far up ahead, and like
But
you
I think
have
there's a
player like
reason for that. I think the reason is, I think Ten Hag, there's been reports of this, that he keeps asking them to push up and
yeah.
they keep pushing down because they have no confidence on the ball or on the
Bro, you're two now. You have a new right back, a new center back. You have your favorite center back, and you have your Dalot who basically every game for you. Now you have your four
there's
favorite
no
people.
recovery, there's no recovery speed still, na? Who Mazraoui is a okay. Mazraoui, I think one person who has recovery speed. That
Dalot also had recovery
but
speed.
Dalo तो हमारा वो खेलता है ना. Basically, Dalo plays in that Luke
Mhm.
Shaw position where he's basically like our winger.
Yeah,
Or he's a bro. Dalo takes two shots a game. Dalo makes
yeah,
5 crosses a game. Dalo holds possession in our final third a lot. So I consider Dalo more like a inverted fullback only or a overlapping fullback. So either he'll be in the
yeah,
middle in the midfield or he'll be wide. And his duels also I think are mostly in the wide channel only. My
yeah.
problem is I think इनकी फटती है कि on the counter we'll get cut through the middle, which exactly what
But
happens.
you can't rely on a new 18-year-old kid. Like when he comes back, now then we'll be
Cannot.
like,
Which is why I think Ten Hag has to find the middle ground. Ki which he's trying, bro. He's going from low block to mid block, but as soon as he goes to little bit mid block, we get cooked. So again, back to low.
that's where the bravery comes. Like, yeah, you're gonna get cooked, but then you
Exactly.
also have your chance of cooking the other
So
person,
how
right?
many
So,
times we saw like one-on-one Van Dyke or one-on-one? Just pick anybody, bro. How many times we see attackers one-on-one with a fullback or a center back, and you need to have courage and you need to be like, okay, I won't go in, I won't go in. No. Short for the ball, bang, go in,
and
dude.
that's also why you have the sweeping keeper, right? Like, yeah, so he can cover those spaces. He can play out of his box,
God,
basically.
I don't know. I think, bro, he just has this. You know, some keeper have them. Should I come or should I not
Mm.
come? He has
Mm.
that, and in that 1 second, you're cooked. Then you have no option but to be like, stick on my line and make a hopeful dive
Yeah.
in the
But
random time.
nothing is gonna happen. He's not gonna get the confidence. The back four's not gonna get the confidence until you do
Nothing is
it and
gonna
you fail.
change. I think
Yeah.
nothing is gonna change tomorrow. unless they had like some revelation in the last 2 weeks where like bro balls to the walls हम सबकी नौकरियां चली जाएंगी या आ गए हैं नए लोग सर जिम मेरे को रात रात को खटखटाता है मेरे घर पे मार देगा वो मेरे सबको ना it's quite
Okay.
possible
So
that it's like bro it's now or never
yeah,
and trending
they need to
towards never
realize.
so what do we need to do here जैसे I've seen so many times heard so many times stories of Sir Alex being like कि bro करना है नहीं करना है, उठ के चले जाओ
Hmm. Hmm.
and and maybe in another simulation, Sir Alex falls flat on his face,
Yeah,
right? But he worked. So देखते हैं, let's see. So I would say Mazraoui, Delict, Martinez, Dalo.
that's what I had as
Hmm.
well. So
हाँ
okay, now let's talk about the two central midfielders. Basically, your
हाँ two central में I would also even तू
CM.
हंसेगा तो, but I would switch Delict and Martinez between left and right so that Martinez gets more cover in Mazraoui in the white channel, right?
Now the thing is, the reason he plays him on the left is so
Options on the ball,
basically he
right?
can he can do this curved pass like away from the
Yeah.
strike. Yeah, so
Correct,
he can
correct.
use his left
But
foot.
bro, he's been getting exposed a lot one-on-one in the white channel, and we know it's not his strength. We know, yeah, we have to accept no athlete comes from a metatarsal and is 100% of themselves. It's one of those injuries, bro. Metatarsal, it's apparently very complicated to heal from. He's not gonna
So
be the same
Euro
Martin.
also had metatarsal, you know that,
Yeah,
right?
I know that. I actually know that. But the thing is, having a metatarsal as a 25-year-old is very different from having a metatarsal as a 18-year-old. I'm
Mm.
hoping. I'll have to ask Perplexity, Claude, Chat, GPT, just combine and become a injury brain to tell me what the fuck actually happens. But okay,
Okay.
moving on.
Okay, let's talk about
Now
your
it
number
gets
eight.
fun, right? Now
Number
it
no,
gets fun.
not the fun part is after this.
Okay,
I
okay.
ask you about the number eight, not your CDM, your number eight, who goes up and down and who supports Bruno up top when he can. Come on, this is an obvious choice.
So
This is not the
I would
question.
I would literally go back to like the 4-2-3-1. But the thing is, we can't play a 4-2-3-1 with Xerxes unless we play Rashford in the one, which I don't think anybody cares about, right?
But I
So
think we are gonna play 4-2-3-1. But like outside off the
but
ball, we're
does he
gonna
play
play
four
like
two
a
three
four
one? He
2
plays 3-1-6 in possession, and he will probably just add. It'll become like a 5-1-4 out of possession because he'll just add two defenders into the back, but nothing in the
No, I think out of position, he's gonna play a 4-2-4. That's what he's been doing. So the
4-2-4.
front four
Yes,
press. And that's why once you beat the front four press, then it's all yours. Open ground. The two midfielders
but
like
bro, can I
come
be honest? People pretend like that's not a style of football. Like Southampton,
back.
67% possession. Jab se you have told me that, I looked into it. They won zero games and they've scored zero. Like they have created a hair of ass in that one hair from somebody's ass worth of chances and all of that, right?
So the
So
thing is, you that's a style of play. You can play that style. So your front four
but
is
there
pressing.
are athletes for it, which we don't have in defense just right now. We might bloom into that. Like I think,
Exactly. You
huh.
you need to have a
So,
high line. So once you
number eight, I would say I would number honestly, I would play a double pivot of Menu and Ugarte. He's not gonna play that. He's gonna play a single pivot. It's gonna be like Ugarte. So number six, Ugarte, and then number eight, Menu, and then your advanced forward. I want to say
okay,
advanced mid.
let's talk about your two wingers for now. Who are gonna be your two wingers? That's the not
Definitely Ahmad. Like, let's get off. Let's get that bullshit out. I don't know what Tanhak has. Like, bro, Ahmad. Okay. I don't know how many.
I don't know how to phrase this question. Should we talk about what it should be or what it will be?
What it should be because what is will be is now not my headache. It's now in this
Kachra, right?
3 games in, it's it's his headache, not my headache.
Okay, so right wing. Who's gonna be your right winger?
I'm gonna say our right winger is going to be Ahmad.
Okay, right.
Ahmad might be the like not Messi, but like a Messi mold regen type, bro. His
So he
touches
had the highest touches in the opposition box after coming in like 69th minute.
playing like 21 minutes against Liverpool, like, and they were playing against Robertson, against like Van Dijk, left center back and left back,
Yeah, he caused some trouble but that's the thing. We knew that. Liverpool knew that. Fans knew that.
but not.
Ahmad knew that. Rashford knew that. Garnacho knew that. Onana knew it. But like Sir, Ineos knew it. जो Ole knew it. Like, but this Ten Hag, why did?
बट मैं बताता हूँ इसका मेरे हिसाब से हाइपोथेसिस क्या है। ऑकम्स रेजर अप्लाई करो। क्या हमें लगता है टेन हाग अपनी लाइफ में यहाँ तक पहुंच गया बिकॉज ही इज एन इडियट? नो, राइट? माय हिसाब से माय रीजनिंग इज द सिंपलेस्ट सोल्यूशन व्हाई ही डज दैट टू अहमद इज बिकॉज ही नोज our fans, he knows the Premier League, he knows what happens when Liverpool comes into town, and he knows bro once a forward's confidence goes, तो ऐसे सोचना ब्रो, एंटनी इज कुक्ड कॉन्फिडेंस वाइज, मोमेंटम वाइज।
No, Anthony is cooked from our side. He तो has full confidence.
No,
He
he
is
doesn't.
confident.
He
No, no,
does
he's
not.
confident.
Acha, how many minutes has Anthony gotten across preseason and across the season?
Zero. Zero. But that doesn't mean he's not confident. He's saying, I'm going to
No, he's
score.
not. No, he is going to say that because macha, they need to protect their livelihood. उसका paycheck है. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
मेरा
But then
manager
you
मेरे से
look
मेरे
at
से
him,
पूछे,
right?
are you shit at your job? I'm like, yeah. It's
No,
like,
but you look at him, the way he enters the field, like,
we will only know like what he says to his friends. Macha, I also enter like office like this, but I worry that I'm gonna get fired every day, right? So
uh,
what I'm saying is,
okay.
I think he knows he's doing the same thing. Bro, people have a short memory. Menu, you remember when we slowly were breaking him into the team,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody was like, it's so slow, he's generating.
yeah.
Okay, we accelerated a little bit more. Third game, he got cooked.
Goat. After that, fourth game is the goat.
And
Give
a
him the
third game,
ballon
no,
d'Or. Give
no,
him.
no, 3, 4 games, he's the GOAT. He should play. He should play. We're like, okay, let's play him continuously. Third game, he got cooked against some team. And bro, people are giving him like rating of 1 and 2 in the match rating. A 18-year-old player.
That though, like the rival fans are gonna like infiltrate these ratings and because they wanna
No,
like push.
rival fans, no. Rival fans are like, bro, the reasons youth does not succeed at United is not that youth is shit. They
Yeah.
keep bantering you, Garnacho is overrated, that's underrated. They know, bro, this kind of stupidity. The fans are going to be on their back so much. Like, we got onto Kobe Mainoo's back. We are seeing that the fan base is already divided over Garnacho. तो मेरे को बता ब्रो, गार्नाचो ने क्या गलत किया ब्रो? अंधी कोशिश करी है, अंधा भागता है, गलतियां होती है ब्रो। ही इज वन ऑफ द हार्डेस्ट वर्किंग एंड most explosive players, but still fans got onto his back. I think he's like, bro, my forward, any more forward cannot lose confidence. Bro, you've played forward in pickup, you know
Mm.
it's all about confidence. The moment you are like thinking and not just playing with your instinct, especially as a wide forward, bro, you are cooked.
Because you
Anthony,
start taking that extra.
you remember when Anthony came? Those
Yeah.
360 spins, quick one twos, one
Oh,
flick of the
three goals in first three games. The only I think United
even
played
though he
with
didn't play that well, I'm not saying he was never going to be that crazy good because he just doesn't have the fucking athleticism. His strides are this small, right? And his touch is not as good as a small stride like Ahmad's is, like small steps but magnetic touch. He was never going to be that good. He didn't play that good in those first 3 matches. But the thing is, he was still super fast and super quick with his he like the feints, the give and goes, the run. That's all gone now. It's like he gets the ball and you can see he has no confidence to even do a give and go. And bro, it is legit. You get so stuck where your teammates like give and go, make the run on the inside, I'll give it
yeah.
to you, and you're just stuck.
You get out of sync by that half a second and
Half a
it
second
changes.
because you think you're shit, I'm shit, I'm shit, I'm shit. The ball actually comes and you're like, fuck, I'm really shit. Right. So I think the reason he's protecting Ahmad is because he knows I cannot afford another forward getting cooked because bro, we do not have forwards. We have Xerxes, who I'm not sure how it will happen. Hoyland, who is kind of injury prone, and you can see why he's injury prone. He throws his body around. And उसको जिंदगी भर होंगी hamstring injuries और ये सब वो तो है. Then you have Ahmad, who also is injury prone but is a winger and is young and is confidence prone. And then you have Garnacho, who's again young winger confidence prone. So
Yeah.
you have to be very careful. You lose one of these players, you are basically cooked for the season. है ना?
Yeah.
So
But I hope he doesn't protect him against Southampton. So
yeah, then I'm like, bro, and you're asking for it.
yeah.
You have seen Rashford now.
Yeah.
It can't be worse than that. Fans also know it. Like if he plays and he plays even worse than Rashford, no fans gonna be like, oh bro, we want Rashford back.
No.
So I think
No.
this is a good time. I think on the opposite wing,
Yep. I think there's only one right answer.
option ही क्या है bro? Garnacho or
Yeah.
Rashford, and I would pick Garnacho. I would pick Rashford also. I mean,
I did it deliberately. Just for
no,
that.
but this is what people don't understand, right? Like people think
No, I think this is that I think at this point I was thinking what it's going to be instead of what it should be.
no, but I think even it should ka. Like, it's
Just look at the fitness.
यार मुश्किल है right now. It's very
No.
मुश्किल to justify why Rashford should start. Like I got it in game one, I got it in game two, I got it in the preseason, I got it in game three. Now I'm
The
like,
thing is, that's the thing now. It's that there's emotional attachment, and the thing is, we've seen his peak, and it's insane. Like he was
it's
getting compared to
insane.
Mbappe, and he's just like taking shots, and it's like bottom corner, top
Like
corner.
he was like that Mane style monster, bro.
Yeah, he's
Man,
like just pushing people off, and then just like
I was just saying, bro, his Wolverhampton goal from last to last.
exactly that. He just like
Bro,
that's the thing. There's hope there, Kia. Fuck if
but
that thing
that
comes back.
Rashford is never coming back, bro. That story does not happen in sports, especially when that player relied on pace and power. That story happens in sports when
He's
somebody
26.
goes back to the lab and crafts something to mitigate for the lack of athleticism. इसका
He's
उल्टा
not
है.
30. He's 26. It should be there. Why
Yeah,
is it not?
I
Unless
think
he's not putting the work in.
the ceiling of Rash, yeah, it's that's never gonna be the case with that dude. Maybe he's putting less work in than he used to, but he's probably put in a lot of work already. It's just that, bro, it really matters who's giving you the advice. It really
No,
matters.
but it also, like what
What
you
was he
said the
working
last
on?
time.
In the international break, he released footage of his individual training. What was he working on? Pass from the on the edge of the box, touch, shoot. When in a fucking game will you be on the back of a center back Rashford taking a touch and shooting? When did you last do that? When were you in a position to last? And Rants brought this up. And I'm like, yeah, fucking practice like touch and go, practice touch, go first time cross. Like I can see Dalo practicing that. You see that in his game. He
Hmm.
practices actually in game shit. कि bro मेरे को ठक से पास मिला. First time left foot cross. First time right foot cross. Rashford is just getting too much advice from people who don't probably understand the game. Ki, bro, you bulk up, or you do this kind of conditioning, or you must play this game through the pain barrier, or you need to work on this technique. Your finishing is poor. I'm like, no, his finishing is not poor. His finishing is poor because he's not getting the rate of chances he used to get before. So he's worried about each chance. And you know what happens when you're, even if it's a tap in and you're worried about each fucking chance, ping, ching, ling, shing,
But
right?
we are getting so many chances. That's the thing. We have the
But not
highest.
him. Not him. He has gone from like getting 4 or 5 shots on goal to like 2 shots on goal. And Ten Hag must have thought, Kipros, I will rely on him heavily in season one. He delivered. Now I'll slowly integrate him into the system. And Rashford is not a system player. Rashford, the moment you introduce a system to Rashford, you remove his biggest strength, which is unpredictability. But you cannot play system football with unpredictability.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
yeah, so वो
But
है.
also like what you said last time, I still remember that is like even though he's 26, we have to remember he's playing first team football for 9 years now.
9 years, correct. Since
You can have a burnout.
in
Like
Prem, in
in
Prem,
Prem at the top level.
Morata got physically cooked in 2 years.
Exactly. At the top level.
Falcao was never like, bro. People don't realize. Like, listen to Patrice Evra's interview. The
Mm.
first game he came to the Prem, he was puking his guts out. Ferguson came into the room and he said, "Bro, you're not gonna play in
Not
your
good enough.
first game against City. Are you a bitch? Like they're
Yeah.
gonna call us a bitch, literally." And Evra was like,
That's
"Bro,
not going to be, yeah.
never sunny in Manchester, and that day it was the hottest day. We're getting slapped up 2-0 by Man City. He gave the hair dryer treatment and he said, now you sit and you learn the English game. ये सब सब
Yeah.
right? So we are talking about like war. So I have no doubt Ugarte will do well. I have no doubt Dalo will do well. I have pretty much no doubt Delict will do well. Mazraoui will do well.
Bruno will do well.
Bruno will do well. मतलब do well की limit है obviously because again as soon as you make Bruno a system player you get a muted version of Bruno. But people need to understand that ki even
People are just getting spoiled because number 10,
DNA.
before Bruno, we didn't have a number 10 for such a long time. Now, initially they were like, oh my God, he's so good. Now they're getting used to that. So they're like, oh, he's not creating basically 100 chances. Like, he's still
I
the
have
highest
a
chance
one
creator.
thing. That thing is,
Last 4 seasons.
I have a actually newfound appreciation for Bruno's techniques, and I have a very good understanding of his weaknesses. He is not a mobile midfielder. He is not a mobile
That's
midfielder.
straightforward. That yeah, he's gonna be our like number 10.
Shadow striker, yeah. But the thing is, जस्ट लेट हिम प्ले शैडो स्ट्राइकर ना। देन ये क्या कर देता है कि ब्रो मेनू एंड ब्रूनो को दोनों को एक साथ भेज देता है ऊपर। देन जर्कसी भी आ जाता है, तो बेसिकली ये हाथ खड़े होके तीनों एक लाइन में खड़े हो जाते हैं कि ब्रो
पीक लिया।
हम तीन नंबर टेंस हैं, हाँ 30 मार खान। तीन नंबर टेंस।
अच्छा अच्छा। और नंबर लाइक टैप इन करने के लिए कोई लाइक कुछ करने के लिए कोई है ही नहीं,
कोई
लाइक
भी नहीं
एक
है।
फिनिश्ड चांस
मेरे
या।
को ये लगता, तो मेरे को लगता है अगर तू जर्कसी खिला रहा है तो ब्रूनो को बोल भाई तू स्ट्राइकर, तू
Hmm.
ही स्ट्राइकर, तेरे से आना चाहिए गोल, तेरे से आना
But
चाहिए।
then the thing is, when Bruno is striker, no one is there to create a chance. So he's like, I'm not
तो
getting anything, so I have to go back and do
तो
that stuff, right?
तो लुक एट द टीम यू आर प्लेइंग ना, यू आर प्लेइंग अ मेनू, आमाद, राशि
Yeah.
एंड
Now maybe, yeah.
का फ्रंट फोर बिहाइंड ब्रूनो। नाउ यू कैन से दे कैन चेंज मैकटोमनी, कैसेमीरो, फ्रेड, Rashford slash Garnacho. That does not have enough creativity in it. But I think Menu, Ahmad, and Rashi do enough creativity. Rashi, bro, Rashi can still be a good player. It's just that, bro, fans need to understand, and Rashi needs to understand it will never be 30 goals again.
But he needs to have a spell on the bench, a long spell. So he realized
Ah.
there are like results for this 14 month of not plays. Cannot, like if you're not
Yeah,
getting
it's
bench,
getting
you're
like
not,
to a point where it's getting ridiculous, bro. Honestly.
even subconsciously gonna be
खुद
like,
भी मर
dude,
रहा है भाई, यू कैन सी वो खुद कितने प्रेशर में है ब्रो। लाइक वो
exactly, yeah, yeah,
हटने को, लाइक आई हैव एम्पैथी फॉर हिम ब्रो। लाइक वी हैव सीन सो मेनी बास्टर्ड्स कम थ्रू आवर क्लब, शिट ऑन आवर फैंस, शिट ऑन आवर क्लब
yeah.
ब्रो। मेरे को ना ये पार्ट अच्छा नहीं लगता यार। वी ऑल गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड बाय रैश आल्सो, बट लाइक यू हैव टू रियली अंडरस्टैंड, एंड समटाइम्स यू अंडरस्टैंड एंड से ब्रो आई होप ही लीव्स मैन, फॉर हिम, फॉर अस।
Yeah.
Or I hope he takes a step back and then takes 5 steps forward. But just being like, bro, boo this motherfucker. If he starts, everybody's depressed before the ball even kicks off. I'm like, bro, what's the point in that? Do you think these players don't sense that energy, bro? People
Mm.
say players
Yeah,
need
but
to do their job.
yeah, but
Some of
then
the
take
worst
time.
fans are United fans. You go 1-0 down, the whole stadium is quiet, bro.
Mm.
So
But that's also a progressive result of going through that
years of grinding
years
out.
of year, na? Initially, if it will go 1-0 down, they'll be like, ah,
I
shit.
remember, bro, when we used to be shocked if like a Fulham would draw with us. Bro,
Yeah.
weekend खराब हो गया, season is gone to shit. ये वो we lose in like a semi-final of a Europa League. We're like, bro, we are
Champions League,
shite, we
man.
are crap. We only came second in our Champions League group. We got eliminated in round of 16. We are so crap. Bro, we haven't smelt a round of 16 of Champions League in like I don't know how many years.
The last one was PSG when we defeated
PSG.
PSG. Yeah.
And Rashford. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's what he can do. But okay, final one. Who is gonna be your man? I don't know if Hoyland is fit. So I guess that's
Shreyan Kaushal. Bro, on Sunday I scored a hat trick. On Tuesday I scored a hat trick in our pickup. I think it's time. It's time. Xerxes, who's Xerxes? Ha! Like, no, bro, it's gonna be
No,
Xerxes.
you realize that what you said in a joking way, that has actually happened in Premier League last 2 weeks.
Are you gonna fucking talk about Haaland or somebody now?
He scored
Who had?
two back-to-back hat tricks, third game of the season. And you know what? At the beginning of the season, I was like, I am not going to buy
A
Haaland
Haaland in
for an
my
FPL
fantasy
team
Premier
because
League.
he doesn't have it. And he scored two hat tricks in 3 games
Bro,
just because
somebody
I didn't buy him.
somebody made this trade on fantasy football. Haaland, Mo Salah, one more player. They're offering to receive Nkunku, Maduiki, and like fucking Rasmus Hoyland or somebody. I'm like, bro, who is this meth
I'm
headache?
Chelsea fan.
Some Chelsea fan. Oh, yeah, exactly.
But I think we only have one option then, right? Yeah.
Yeah, bro, who do like to make? Acha, okay, now I'll ask you this.
Delaney region.
We pretended like we have gone through a very hard selection problem. Who the fuck else would you play in any of these positions? And you cannot say Garnacho. Give me one answer other than Garnacho. One. I'm just saying one example. One, bro. Come on. One.
Like out of the fit players?
Yeah, matlab, unless they're going to play on one leg.
Uh, yeah, there is no other answer.
Now that's the reality of the club also. No? Now we can all go pounce on Ten Hag. Gang, 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 bang, gang, gang, bang. Dude doesn't have, bro, one other player he can.
Okay, let me flip the question on you. Who would you bring on in minute 70 if you are still nil-nil?
Ericsson's carcass in a wheelchair. Just get him like
For
that.
who?
Top him on the field.
For who?
Or whoever is the emotional wreck at that time, na? Because by the time second half comes around, like three players have had emotional breakdowns. Hai na? So
Yeah,
whatever
and
three
he's
players
gonna
are
say
missing.
that Ugarte is not ready. It's gonna take months. That's what he said.
I would honestly bring, if I'm being very, very honest, I would probably replace a Xerxes with somebody like an Ericsson. Because the thing is that
Maybe like
Ericsson,
push Bruno on in Xerxes' position and then maybe replace him with Eriksen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind bringing Casemiro off the bench. The thing is, bro, we can't lose Casemiro for the season. We have
But
no
I'll bring Casemiro for Menu, not for
Menu,
Ugarte.
not Ugarte.
Yeah.
Bro, if we play,
छोड़
I
दो.
cannot see Menu and Casemiro again, bro. Please.
We are both like this.
वो तो एक तो बोथ भी इतने गाय जैसे भोले प्यारे बच्चे हैं ना ऐसे व्हाट डू यू लव माय फैमिली एंड फुटबॉल गुडी 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 मॉर्निंग्स
Oh my God.
since
That
then bro
video.
since he did that it's just been the great cooking of Casemiro bro.
No morning has been good for him. That's it.
Goody 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 goody
Oh, fuck.
goody.
Well, okay, let's wrap it up with the final thing. This
Score
is the
prediction.
last lineup for Southampton. I hope so. I don't know a
Yeah,
single player in
bro, I
Southampton.
have a scarring from half these players, bro. Freaking Berrington Diaz,
Did you
Armstrong.
see Brendan Diaz? He got him a red card, the Newcastle player.
Oh
Such
no,
a...
wind
Oh,
up on.
Brendan Diaz scored 2 goals against us last time.
That's what I'm saying. Trauma.
Armstrong also is a good player, yeah.
Armstrong also scored against us.
Fuck.
Trauma. Ramsdale trauma. है ना? Bednarek trauma. है ना?
And the one player we don't know, he's the one who scored and was the best player last game.
Correct. Aribo, Walker Peters,
But I
Su.
think this is gonna be this might be a problem because you see if they play the same formation, now you have five people in midfield versus our two.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
everyone is gonna be like four are gonna be up ahead right around here. So once you pass
Basically, see this as a low because it will be sitting back defense with like they'll try to retain possession deep into their own half.
5-on-3,
I think they'll basically it's possible that our midfield three gets gassed out in like 30 minutes because they're just
that's what
getting
I'm saying. So you're gonna have a front four press against this
there, but
back
that
three.
Bruno needs to be like I think Bruno needs to be more disciplined. And I know we ask Bruno to do a lot, but I'm like Bruno, try to be part more of the midfield than the forward line. Because I feel like we see that Bruno sized gap a lot, bro, in midfield.
I don't think it's Bruno, yeah. I think it's just like maybe now Ugarte is there, so
Yeah,
he's
let's
going
see.
to have
I'm
the
not saying
legs.
it's Bruno's fault. It's probably like the rotations are slow, right? Like by the time Bruno goes top and Casemiro is supposed to rotate back, or let's say Bruno rotate back and Casemiro is supposed to go top, those rotations are probably slow because they're gas, they're cooked, whatever. Bro, I don't know. It's like so many things go wrong.
That's our analysis. We don't
Yeah,
know
we
what's
don't.
going to happen.
Yeah,
But I think now that Ugarte is there, so we won't have to rely on that rotation because Menu and Bruno can do the rotation, but Ugarte is gonna be there. But you
मेरे
know
को ना I want to see
what's
these
my
वाले
fear?
tackles. I want to see these वाले tackles. ये. Like when we are in the half line ना ये.
That's the
I
thing. That's
do
the
not
thing.
want to say ये.
What my fear is, even with that wala tackle, is in minute four, Ugarte is gonna get a yellow card
And
because
Ugarte is a class से like when Ugarte
eight
gets
refs.
cooked there, he gets cooked. वो भी उसका मैं बता रहा हूँ ना we don't get chefs, we get vegetables who get cooked in our team. Rather than do the
Uh,
cooking to get the chefs, we get the chickens to get cooked in our pressure cooker. Bro, listen. Okay, score prediction. Let's not pretend like we know anything more than what you have told us about Southampton, which is like they play possession heavy, less risky football. With
we have Ramsdale.
that's a positive. No,
No,
but
he's a good
let's.
keeper. He's a good keeper.
He's a good keeper, bro. He's just little bit like he's little bit like who's that Everton keeper, bro?
Pickford.
Yeah, overactivity from a keeper can be like you have to be very
Yeah.
stoic as a keeper. Overactivity. Even Ederson has this problem, the overactivity of the keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Like Allison doesn't have that. He's always
Like
calm.
Another.
Another.
I'll
So
take it.
let's do score prediction.
Okay, so this is a away game. So
Hmm.
at Southampton,
Hmm.
and you know our away record.
Yeah.
So keeping all of that in mind, and let's say if they play this team, I think it's gonna be a very narrow 2-1 victory, or maybe even a 3-2 victory.
Fair enough. I think we're gonna set a Premier League away record. I'm gonna say like what 11-0.
We have beaten Southampton 9-0 when
Yeah.
Ole was there. So.
And yeah, and Southampton is great at raising the bar. They get beat 6-0 previous season and then like 9-0 next season. We can just cheer Southampton. Come on, Southampton, you can do the 11-0.
Okay. Now let's give a legit
I think it's
prediction.
going to be a
I think
very
8-0.
tight game because I feel like Southampton is like a stylistic kryptonite. Lot of midfielders hold possession, make your midfielders run around chasing them. Low block,
But
big.
remember, Southampton could not score against 10 men Newcastle for like 70 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. But not saying that. I'm not saying that they will win. I'm just saying even if they don't score, that doesn't mean we are going to definitely score.
Hmm.
1-0 or 2-1, bro, at max.
Yeah, I think I might. I
Bro, look,
don't see
even
them
if we
scoring
get a
two.
2-1, I'm like, bro, I don't care if it's a 1-0. Why did you even concede a one goal against Southampton? But genuinely,
Yeah, now I'm thinking about that. So, but that's the thing. It's an away stadium.
bro, you can play on Mars. Have some fucking standard about yourself, na yaar. Kuch, where do we draw the line? Who can I expect not to concede against, bro? Like,
Here is where we draw the line that our defenders
yeah,
can't go.
after this, okay, cook your chicken above this temperature.
Okay, so you're saying 1-0, right?
1-0.
I might stick with 2-1 because yeah, I don't trust. I think Onana they might take a shot from like halfway,
Yeah,
and Onana will.
from small bone to small brain. Like, my God, yeah.
Uh, but
Onana, I'm sorry if you ever look at this, but bro, you've been shite for the last whatever.
uh, but
Man, I've never seen a midfielder play a keeper, bro. Like,
oh, his like his passing is actually good.
bro, his passing is on the ball. He's better than Fred. He's better than McTominay. He's better than Ander Herrera, probably. He's like Ericsson quality when it comes to like the
Can we
slide.
actually play him because he's big and he's strong? So can we actually play him against Barnsley? Can you play him like a
It's like,
CDM?
it's like Amadou isn't even my name, mate.
Yeah, I'm a name mate. But no, actually, yeah, we can play him just for experiments. We can play him as a CDM.
ब्रो पहले अपने जो नॉन एक्सपेरिमेंट्स है वो चला लें पावर पफ गर्ल बाद में बनाया उन्होंने का केमिकल एक्स के साथ पहले जो केमिकल ए बी सी है वो तो कर लें पास गिव एंड गो डिफेंड चैनल क्लियर हेडर ब्रो ये गलतियां हुई हैं हमारी नॉट लीविंग 3 people at your back post
Okay,
sent
what are the chances we're gonna concede from a cutback?
ओ ब्रो देख ब्रो अब तू फिर कर रहा है देख मेरी फैमिली है मेरे डॉग है यहाँ मेरी नौकरी है तो मेरे को अभी तू ये मत कर अब देख
चल ठीक है, I won't do that.
वन
But
विल होगा सब अच्छा होगा हम 7 o'clock AM जब मैच खत्म होगा माई टाइम आई बी वेरी हैप्पी आई बी इन
7 a.m. Oh, fuck, it means it's starting at 7 a.m. my time. Oh, God.
yeah correct 4:30 AM my time it's one of our best friends David's birthday David if you're watching this you better pray United win because I'm gonna ruin your birthday otherwise yeah.
Okay, so if there's a guy whose name is David, it's his birthday. On his birthday, he's waking up at 4:30 a.m. to watch United. Bro, literally hats off to him. Like, oh
Hats
my
up.
God.
No, no, keep your hat on, bro. Nobody watches those United. Even my Sachinda, who is traveled, he's a good United fan. Akash, who's come from India and he's visiting us, who's a really big United fan. Bro, Southampton, 4:30 AM. Nah, man, I'm not doing that to my weekend.
But we'll be there, hopefully, if the alarm clock goes off. So,
Yeah. See ya. We can again experiment with a watch along.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's like as soon as we are on the watch along, we start hulking out.
Oh, Steven!
Yeah, Gandua.
We might get a call from like all the PR people, like, sir,
And
this
I'll be
was.
like, yeah, play harder. Like if I do a shit job, my boss says, "Hey, my man, you're doing a shit job," and I don't get years. I get 2 weeks to improve, or I get 3 months to improve. Nobody is here coming and like baby spoon feeding me. improvements, right?
But
So,
you imagine if we also had these contracts, and once you sign a 5-year contract, you can't get fired. You don't have to do anything. Just sit and chill.
I mean, you just
And
described tech from 2 years ago. You get 4 year contract, you get a equity at the beginning of it, you get the money, and you can't get fired. That's exactly इंडस्ट्री प्री 2022 ब्रो.
yeah.
तू ये सब करने के बाद अब तू वो डिप्रेशन मत खोल यार.
Well, before we digress into that completely different and even more depressing world of our lives, let's I think end it. So hopefully, yeah, United does the job this time around and wins a game of football. And
And nobody
oh,
gets
this is gonna be a make or break for our weekends also because it's early morning Saturday, so I can't have another weekend
okay.
with.
And yeah, I'm acting very holier than thou that these people who curse out, bro, 4:30, if we are getting cooked, I'm gonna call them every name in the book. Because bro, I also work hard through my week,
Uh,
work on the weekend. And if I'm waking up 4:30 a.m. Saturday, they cannot come and like, hey, you have to be nice to me. No, I don't. No, I don't. I've
agree,
slept four
agree,
hours. I'm
100%
gonna
agree
do
with
this.
that.
Okay, chal bro.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been a
it.
great show. Thank you for doing such a good job with the presentation. Shmanshi. है ना?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you for the match on Saturday.
Yeah, and then hopefully in a happy mood, but no promises.
I don't want to hear the word hope. I don't want to hear the word promise. Fingers crossed. Nothing. I just want them to go and play like they're paid a shit ton of money to do so against a shit team. Let's go.
Hasn't happened in last 5 years, but
Hasn't
let's.
happened in last 5 years, but I feel tomorrow, this random freaking Saturday, is ready.
Sure. Okay. Let's
Chal,
see.
bye. 11
Bye.
nil coming. Bye.